Oh, watch where you're going.
You bumped into me.
Ellie?
Chris. Hey, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has. 5 years, I think.
Yeah,
Well, you look interesting.
thanks. You look like you're doing well for yourself.
I'm doing better than just well.
Wow, look at that.
Her name's Rebecca. She's a total smoke show. I'm talking supermodel level hot.
You always did have a way with words.
And what about you? Did you ever take the plunge?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Oh, wow, look at that. Little thing, it's so cute. You know what would be really fun? How about we have a couples dinner tonight at my place?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on, you got to. I just bought a brand new place in the Palisades. It's quite the pile of bricks. You gotta come see it for yourself.
That sounds nice. It really does. But my husband has an early start to the day. Speaking of, Chris, this is my husband, Dave. This is my ex, Chris.
Hey, great to meet you.
I was just inviting you two tonight to come to my place for dinner.
Really? That sounds fun.
Great. So you'll come?
Yeah, we'll be there.
Perfect. I'll text Ellie the address. See you two tonight at 7.
Cool.
Chris is the worst. He's rude, he's condescending. All he cares about is money.
I'm sorry. Had I known all that, I would have never accepted his invite.
No, it's fine. I should have just said we couldn't go.
Then again, it's been a few years. He seemed nice enough. Maybe he's changed.
No. There's absolutely no way that happened. You know what? Maybe I should just say that we can't go. I'll text him. I'm gonna text him.
I don't know. We already agreed, and you know how I hate going back on my word.
Fine. Okay, but I'm coming up with a way to get us out of there early. Okay, deal?
Yes, deal.
Okay.
Quite a place this guy has, huh?
Yeah, sure is.
Right about now, I bet you're wishing that you picked a husband with a bigger bank account.
No. Stop that. I don't need a big fancy house. All I need is you.
Hi, you must be Ellie and Dave. Welcome.
Thank you.
Make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'll be right back with Chris.
Are you checking her out?
Well, yeah, kind of, actually. She's gorgeous, isn't she? Come on, you can be honest. I'm not gonna get mad.
My mama didn't raise no fool. Hey,
Sorry, I'm just feeling kind of pudgy.
baby, you have nothing to feel bad about. You are the most beautiful woman on this planet.
Yeah, but you have to say that.
Actually, I don't. It's just the truth.
Glad you could make it. Dinner is almost ready.
Turns out it was beyond meat.
Thank you for such a delicious dinner, Rebecca. The steak was perfect.
She wishes she could take the credit. She didn't cook the meal. Our private chef, Andre, did all the heavy lifting.
Oh,
You think I'd risk these perfect little hands to the wear and tear of cooking? I think not. No chance.
You don't really cook, do you?
Yeah. Actually, we take turns cooking.
Dave, baby, you have got to earn more bank. I'm telling you, a private chef is the way to go.
actually, I really enjoy cooking. It's calming, and when we do it together, it's pretty romantic.
That's really sweet.
Tell me what you do for a living again, Dave.
I teach sixth grade.
He's an amazing teacher. The kids really love him.
That's your problem right there, Dave. There's no money in teaching. You've got to chase your career where you can actually provide for your wife.
My husband doesn't teach for the money.
Clearly.
He teaches because he loves helping children learn, not because he loves money.
What, there's a sin against making money now?
I didn't say that.
Look, let's be real here. Life isn't about doing what you love. It's about making money. Full stop. That's one thing you never understood when we were together.
And that's why we didn't work out, Chris. All you care about is money. Your priorities are so out of whack.
What else is there to care about?
I don't know. Love, your friends, your family, helping your community.
Isn't she a riot? Can you imagine me doing charity work? Go see who that is, will you, babe? Charity work.
What are you doing here?
Look, babe, I can't keep our relationship a secret anymore.
Babe, is everything all right?
Everything's fine. You need to leave.
I'm not leaving, okay? Look,
Babe, who's this?
He's just the delivery driver who got lost.
stop it, Rebecca. I'm done with the lies. I'm in love with your wife, and she's in love with me. We've been dating for over a year.
Is this a joke?
It's not a joke, okay? We're in love.
It's true.
How could you do this to me?
Don't act like you're so innocent.
Excuse me?
You're never here. You're always at work, and I'm always stuck into your career.
I'm doing that for you. For us.
I never asked for it. I asked for you.
Oh, please. You wouldn't even give me the time of day if I didn't have any money. And you know it. Where do you think you're going?
I'm leaving with Taylor. At least he doesn't treat me like an accessory to his life.
Chris, we're so sorry. Maybe it's a good thing though. Maybe you can finally focus on what really matters in life. Money isn't everything. I'm sorry, thank you for dinner.
That is my daughter. You can't just take her.
Daddy!
Back away, sir. We have a lawful warrant. Please back away.
You are scaring her.
Back away right now, sir, or I'll place you under arrest.
How can you do this to me? They just, Abby,
Please, the judge awarded me custody.
it's because you lied to them. You know that I never laid a finger on you or her.
Well, too bad you couldn't prove that in court.
You're not gonna get away with this. The truth always wins.
You know, you should really be a little more concerned about getting me my child support checks. Otherwise, I'll have that judge lock you up, and the only way you'll see Abby is through plexiglass.
How do you think I'm gonna make those payments, huh? I lost my job! I lost my job because of all those false accusations that you made.
Well, that's not my problem, is it? You have 1 week to get me my money. Oh, and by the way, I had my lawyer file a restraining order against you that says you are not allowed within 50 feet of me or Abby.
do this. I gotta be honest with you, Mr. Donovan. I'm afraid it doesn't look good. Your wife was granted full custody, and they revoked your visitation rights because of the accused abuse.
This is a lie. I have never harmed my daughter or even my wife. She's making all this up.
I know. I believe you. But the judge felt that these photos were compelling enough to lean on her side. Unless you could prove that she's lying, it's unlikely that you're going to win the appeal.
What am I supposed to do? This is my baby girl that we're talking about here.
All right. You have 3 months before the trial. You need to get a job and remain firm on your child support. It'll give you some goodwill with the judge.
Determined to win custody of his daughter, Jeff got to work looking for a new job. But because of his ongoing court battle and the accusations against him, Jeff was met with rejection after rejection after rejection. The only job Jeff could land was working as a night shift custodian, despite his qualifications and education. Unfortunately, even after working over 60 hours a week, Jeff's minimum wage job wasn't enough to cover the child support and the bills.
As you can see, I've found and maintained a job over the last several months.
Despite that, you were late on 3 child support payments.
You know, I'm doing everything I can to make these payments on time. I'm skipping meals, cutting back on utilities. These payments, they are eating up almost all of my take-home pay.
Look, I empathize with you. I do, Jeff. But the judge won't. We have a court date in 2 days. Unless you could prove your ex-wife is lying, it ain't gonna go well for you.
Can we talk?
No, we can't. And unless you're here with a check, you are violating a restraining order.
That restraining order is a bunch of bull. I never touched you or Abby.
It doesn't matter whether you did or didn't.
Of course it matters. Truth always wins.
Look where the truth got you. The only thing that matters is what the judge believes. And he believes me.
Because you lied to him.
Well, don't blame me for being smart enough to work the system.
So you admit it, you lied.
Of course I lied to that judge. I even faked those pictures of Abby's bruises using makeup. It was the best way to bleed you dry of every penny that you have. And guess what? There's not a thing you can do about any of it.
You are unbelievable.
No, what is unbelievable is that you still don't get it. I can admit to anything because no one will ever believe a word you say ever again. After all, to the rest of the world, you're just a man who beats his wife and daughter. Now get off my property before I call the police.
Is that Dad?
I thought I told you to do the dishes.
But I want to see Dad.
Dishes, now. Don't make me tell you again. I'll see you in court tomorrow. Oh, and don't worry, I'll be sure to tell my lawyer that you violated a restraining order and missed another child support payment.
All rise.
Thank you. Please be seated. It's been brought to my attention that Mr. Donovan has some new evidence to present before my ruling.
Yes, Your Honor. We would like to submit new evidence proving my client is innocent. May I present it?
Go ahead.
Look where the truth got you. The only thing that matters is what the judge believes. And he believes me.
Because you lied to him.
Well, don't blame me for being smart enough to work the system.
So you admit it, you lied.
Of course I lied to that judge. I even faked those pictures of Abby's bruises using makeup. It was the best way to bleed you dry of every penny that you have. And guess what? There's not a thing you can do about any of it.
Your Honor, there's no way of knowing if this footage is real. For all we know, it's been manipulated.
Actually, Your Honor, we used this hidden camera. We also have Mrs. Donovan's neighbors who witnessed the exchange and are here to testify to its authenticity.
This is ridiculous. You've already ruled in my favor.
Sit down. In light of the new evidence provided, the court rules in favor of Mr. Donovan, granting him full custody of his daughter, Abby.
You can't do that. Can you do that?
Furthermore, the court orders Mrs. Donovan to pay child support to Mr. Donovan in the amount of $950 a month.
That is not fair, Your Honor.
I'm not done. Additionally, the court orders Mrs. Donovan in contempt of perjury. Bailiff, please take her into custody. Court dismissed.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Kate, I missed you so much. I'm never gonna let them take you again. I love you so much.
I love you too, Daddy.
Why are you doing this?
I can't do this anymore. I want a divorce.
A divorce? Why?
Why? That's why. I didn't expect my life to go this way. You've had cancer for 4 years. You're bleeding me dry.
I didn't see myself going through this either. But we made a promise to each other to stay for better or worse.
Well, I'm done keeping that promise.
Come on, Peter. I know we have our problems, but we can work things out.
I'm seeing someone else.
You're cheating on me?
For the past year. She makes me feel alive again. Unlike you. It feels so good to say that out loud.
You're unbelievable. You better get a good lawyer.
I already did, sweetheart. I hired the best divorce attorney in the city. And I've met with every divorce lawyer in the area. And legally, they're not allowed to represent you. My lawyer already drew up the documents. We're filing first thing tomorrow morning.
This is outrageous. According to this agreement, you're left with everything and I get nothing? I am not signing that.
Oh, yes, you will. You will sign that paper, or my lawyer will make your life a living nightmare. You will be in the courts for years with a second-rate lawyer by your side. Do you know how expensive that'll be? Finish packing your bags. I want you out of here tonight.
tonight? Where am I supposed to go? I have work in the morning. I have an important client coming in tomorrow morning.
Ellie, I don't care. That paper says we are no longer married, and you're no longer my problem.
Good evening. Checking in?
Yes. One room, please.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Is it that this card has been declined?
Oh, no. There must be a mistake. Can you run it again?
Sure. It's still not working.
Could you give me one moment? Thank you. Did you cancel my credit cards?
I sure did. And before you ask, I changed all the passwords and PIN codes for our joint account.
Some of that money was mine and you know it. What am I supposed to do now? How am I supposed to get a hotel?
Sorry. Listen, there's a cheaper motel just down the road. They have plenty of rooms and they take cash.
Thank you.
No problem. Good luck.
One room, please.
$80 for the night.
For this place? It's a bit steep, isn't it?
It's a last-minute booking. If you do 2 nights, I can make it a flat 100.
Please, there must be something you can do. I've had the worst
Keep
night.
your sob story to yourself, lady. Don't like the prices, find another motel. Room 124, down the hall to your left.
Thank you.
Where have you been? You're late.
I know. I'm so sorry.
You're sorry. We almost lost the Anderson account because you weren't here.
Sorry, boss. I promise this will not happen again.
Oh, you bet it won't. You almost cost the firm one of its biggest clients. I gotta let you go.
What? You don't understand. Last night, my husband...
I don't want to hear your excuses. You're fired.
Just hear me out. Please, just...
Do I need to call security?
Are you okay, ma'am?
Yes, I'm fine.
I know we just met, but if you need someone to talk to, I am a really good listener.
The truth is, my whole world has fallen apart. In the last 48 hours, my husband of 10 years left me. I got kicked out of my house. I got fired from my job. I haven't eaten in almost 2 days. I could barely afford to even buy that sandwich. This is not how I saw my life going.
I am so sorry.
Thank you.
Listen, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't picture spending my golden years in a convenience store as a minimum wage clerk. But voila.
You still look pretty happy, though.
Well, my mother always taught me that everything happens for a reason. And if I have learned one thing in life, it's that when one door closes, another one opens. And I am waiting for that door to open.
I appreciate the kind words. I really do. Just don't think there are any more open doors for me.
Yeah, you should buy a lottery ticket. The drawing is tonight. The jackpot is over 500 million.
No, I don't feel very lucky.
Oh, come on, give it a shot. Your luck has got to change sooner or later.
It wouldn't matter anyways. I'm down to my last $3. I can't afford to buy a ticket and the sandwich. And as you've noticed, I really need that sandwich.
Then this ticket is on me.
Really?
I insist.
But you hardly have anything.
Not much. My mama also taught me to spread kindness around those who need it. And I always listen to what my mother told me.
Your mother sounds like an incredible lady.
Enjoy.
Thank you for everything.
You are so welcome. Hope your luck changes soon.
And the winning numbers are 10, 17, 33, 51, 64, and 5.
Oh gosh, I want...
Mr. Jenkins, you filed a motion claiming that you have a right to half of your ex-wife's lottery winnings. Is this correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. We were married for 10 years. Half that money is rightfully mine, and she knows it.
And according to the record, you filed for divorce one day before Ms. Jenkins purchased the lottery ticket in question. Is that true?
What does that matter? We're only talking about a couple of hours difference.
Is it also true that you canceled your ex-wife's credit cards and closed your joint banking accounts the same night the divorce papers were signed, even a day before they were filed?
It is, as I had every right to do.
Maybe you can explain to me why you feel entitled to half of your ex-wife's lottery winnings, which she purchased a day after the divorce was final. And you made it abundantly clear that she was not entitled to any of your assets just one day before.
Your Honor, let's just back up for 1 second here.
Hold
here's
on
the thing. Your Honor, here's the thing.
Enough, Mr. Jenkins. You were the one that pushed for the quickie divorce, and the court granted your wish. That being the case, you have no right to Ms. Jenkins' winnings. Motion denied.
Ellie, let's give it another shot.
Not a chance. It's like you said, I am no longer your problem anymore, remember?
Hey, look at you. It's so nice to see you not crying. So did you find that open door?
I sure did. And look what was behind that door.
What is this?
That is your check for $50 million. Turns out you were right. When one door closes, another one always opens.
I can't accept this. This is...
I insist. You deserve every cent of that. Without your advice and kindness, I don't think I would have ever found that open door. You won't have to live your golden years as a minimum wage clerk anymore.
I guess Mama was right after all. Thank you.
Hey, get your dirty hands off my wife.
Relax, honey. This is just Adam. I told you about him. We used to date back in school. Years before we met.
No way. Can you imagine you dating a janitor? Oh, you're serious?
Nice to meet you.
Uh-huh. So, you're working here now?
Started last week.
Uh-huh. So I'm paying you to grope my wife.
Bruce!
Don't Bruce me. Your man's not here to be your hug buddy. He's here to do a job.
You do realize that part of my job in our company
My company?
is customer relations. I was seeing our newest clients out when I ran into Adam.
Anyway, we're gonna be late for our dinner reservation. We should be going, okay?
It's good catching up with you, Adam.
Yeah, really nice.
You missed a spot. I can't believe you used to date a janitor. Your standards must have been way lower before we met.
Now, why do you always do that? Judge a person based on their occupation.
Because 99.9% of the time, it's an accurate gauge of a person's net worth. And that guy has loser stamped on his forehead.
Actually, Adam's not a loser. He was a really great guy when we were dating. In fact, the only reason we split up is because he moved out of town.
A blessing in disguise. If you'd wound up with that guy, you'd be married to a janitor instead of a very rich, very good-looking CEO.
Or maybe with my help, Adam would have went on to become a successful CEO and you would have wound up the janitor. Ever think of that?
That would never happen in a million years. In this world, there are winners and there are losers. And unlike your pal, Adam, I'm a winner.
You seem to forget that when we first met, you were not a CEO. You were a window washer earning minimum wage.
I was working on my MBA program.
You didn't even apply to get your MBA until I pushed you.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have pushed me unless you wanted the kind of lifestyle that we have now.
No, I did it because I believed in you and your dreams.
Yeah, I believed in you and your dreams. The only person responsible for my success is me.
So me being senior manager and being with you since day one, helping you build that company means nothing to you?
Do you even hear yourself? You didn't help build my company. All you did was ride in my coattail.
That is so not true.
And I let you ride it because it kept you busy with work rather than out there spending my money on who knows what.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. I built all of this. Everything you have is because of me.
I am so tired of you belittling me. After everything that I have done for you over the course of our relationship, it's rude and unfair.
Don't blame me. You know what kind of man you were getting when you married me.
Well, I guess I was hoping that you would change, but clearly you never will.
Where do you think you're going?
Away from you. I want a divorce. I cannot be with a man who treats me like I'm some sort of accessory to his life.
Give me a break. You're not leaving me.
Oh, really? And why not?
Because we signed a prenup. And if you leave, all of this lifestyle that I created for you will disappear. No more fancy house, no more fancy cars, no more fancy clothes.
You think that I am with you for the money? I don't need or want your money. I was with you because I loved you. Once.
Keep telling yourself that. Nobody believes you, least of all me. Fine. Run back to the janitor. See how that works out for you, sweetheart.
Over the ensuing year, things did not go smoothly for the newly single Bruce. Try as he might, Bruce was unable to run his business as efficiently without his wife by his side. Not only was Nicole a loving and supporting partner, she was the best customer relations manager and a key part of their company's success. Less than 10 months after his wife left, Bruce had run his one successful company into the ground. Due to his ruined reputation in the industry, it was hard for Bruce to find a new job. In fact, the only jobs he could even get interviews for were janitorial positions. After months of searching, Bruce finally found a company that was willing to give him an interview.
Nicole? What are you doing here?
This is my new company. I started it last year.
Your company? How?
Turns out, after all those years of working at your company, I was able to build a really fantastic network of clients. Once they heard that I was on my own, they flocked to me.
You stole my clients?
No, they chose to leave you and follow me. I didn't even have to poach them. You look a mess, Bruce. What happened to you?
I lost the company, my house. Pretty much everything in my life fell apart the moment you walked out the door.
I'm sorry to hear that. Truly.
No, I'm the one who should be apologizing to you. I took you for granted. I treated you poorly. Anyway, I've been thinking about you a lot recently and how maybe we should give our relationship another try.
Bruce, that is not gonna happen.
No, look, I know I messed up in the past, but that was then. I'm a new man now. I need you beside me to rebuild my life again.
I'm married.
To whom?
Are you interviewing the new janitor without me? Bruce. It's good to see you again.
After we split up, I reconnected with Adam. And even though it had been years, it felt like home.
So what? You called me in here just to humiliate me then?
Not at all. I picked out your application blindly because you had previous cleaning experience. I didn't even notice the name. We're seriously trying to fill this position.
Well, get someone else.
Bruce, remember before we split up, I had mentioned that with my support, Adam might have become a successful CEO and you might have become a janitor? Guess I was right after all.